Quantum investing, the next tech wave about to explode your portfolio. The moment before history changes. In the early 1990s, almost nobody understood the internet. In fact, many experts said it was a toy, a novelty, something for academics and hobbyists. In the early 2000s, people laughed at online shopping. In 2010, Bitcoin was called a scam. In 2013, artificial intelligence was dismissed as science fiction, and yet, every single one of those technologies went on to reshape wealth, destroy old industries, and create entirely new winners and losers. Today, there is another technology, quietly advancing, largely misunderstood and mostly ignored by everyday investors. Governments are racing, corporations are pouring in billions, and the financial system itself may one day depend on it. This technology is called quantum computing, and if history rhymes, then this could be the moment before the biggest wealth shift of the next decade. This video is not hype. This is not financial advice. This is an explanation, so you can decide for yourself whether quantum investing is the next explosive opportunity or the most misunderstood risk of our time. Why are today's computers failing us? Every computer you've ever used, your phone, laptop, bank servers, stock exchanges, all share the same basic logic. They think in ones and zeros, on or off, yes or no, true or false. This system has powered the modern world for decades. But there's a problem. As our problems become more complex, climate modeling, genetic medicine, financial risk, artificial intelligence, classical computers are starting to hit a wall. We made chips smaller, we made them faster, we stacked transistors by the billions, and now they're overheating, they're expensive, and Moore's law. The idea that computing power doubles every couple of years is slowing down. We are trying to solve exponentially complex problems with linear machines. Imagine trying to predict global markets using a calculator, or modeling the human brain with a spreadsheet. That's where we are today. And that's why the next leap won't come from faster computers, but from a completely different kind of computing altogether. What quantum computing really is. Simple explanation. To understand quantum computing, forget everything you know about normal computers. A classical computer uses bits. Each bit is either a 0 or a 1. A quantum computer uses qubits. A qubit can be a 0, a 1, or both at the same time. This isn't theory. This is real physics. It's called superposition. Now imagine this. A normal computer checks one solution at a time, like walking down a single road, step by step. A quantum computer explores millions of roads simultaneously. And then there's entanglement, where qubits become linked so tightly that changing one instantly affects another, no matter how far apart they are. Albert Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance. What does this mean in practice? It means quantum computers don't just calculate faster, they calculate differently. Problems that would take classical computers thousands of years could theoretically be solved in minutes or seconds. This is not incremental improvement. This is a paradigm shift. Why governments and big tech are racing. Quantum computing isn't about gaming PCs or faster smartphones. It's about power. Here's what quantum computers could eventually do. Crack today's encryption, break secure communications, simulate nuclear reactions, discover new medicines, optimize entire financial systems, model weather and climate with extreme precision. This is why governments are nervous. Whoever masters quantum first gains strategic dominance. That's why companies like IBM, Google, Microsoft, and Nvidia are investing heavily, quietly, patiently, and long-term. No flashy ads, no hype cycles. Just infrastructure being built behind the scenes. And when this level of money moves silently, it usually means something big is coming. Quantum is where AI was before the boom. Let's rewind. 10 years ago, AI was niche. Data science jobs barely existed. Investors ignored it. Then suddenly, AI exploded into everything. Finance, art, medicine, warfare, content creation. The people who invested early didn't wait for perfection. They understood the direction. Quantum today feels exactly like AI did back then. Unstable, overhyped in places, underestimated everywhere else. Most people will only buy quantum stocks after the technology matures. And by then, the biggest gains may already be gone. How could quantum change investing itself? Here's the irony. Quantum computing may not just be an investment opportunity. it may change how investing works. Imagine perfect portfolio optimization, real-time risk modeling, market simulations with countless variables, predictive stress testing across entire economies. In other words, quantum could reshape hedge funds, banks, insurance, asset pricing, derivatives. And when a technology threatens to rewrite the financial rulebook, Wall Street pays attention. How can investors position themselves without gambling? This is where we slow down. Quantum investing is not about going all in. It's not about chasing penny stocks. And it's definitely not about hype. Smart positioning looks like this. Exposure through established tech leaders, long-term horizon, accepting volatility, understanding that many players will fail. This is not a sprint. It's early-stage infrastructure investing, like railroads, electricity, or the internet. You don't need to catch the first dollar. You just don't want to miss the entire wave. The risks nobody talks about. Let's be honest. Quantum has serious risks. Timelines are uncertain. Some breakthroughs may never scale. Many startups will collapse. Valuations can detach from reality. History is brutal. For every Amazon, there were hundreds of forgotten companies. This is why diversification matters. This is why patience matters. And this is why understanding beats speculation. The big picture. Every generation gets a moment where a new technology quietly rewrites the future before most people even notice. Quantum computing may not explode tomorrow. It may take years, but when it does, it could redefine security, medicine, finance, and power itself. By the time everyone understands quantum, it may already be too late to invest meaningfully. The question isn't, is quantum risky? The real question is, what happens if you ignore it entirely? If you found this useful, take your time. Think long-term. And remember, the biggest financial shifts happen before they become obvious. Thank you for watching. Stay awake. Stay aware. This is Felix. See you next time.